guys, Steven here with another fragrance review from Redolessence, and today I will be talking about Prada's Infusion d'Homme. Now, I first came across this fragrance about 3 years ago. I've been wearing it ever since. I first saw it on the shelves in Sephora. Now, I was walking around the place and I was smelling all the different fragrances, and I came across this bottle on the shelf, and I knew immediately that I wanted to buy it before I even got a chance to smell it, just because at the time I hadn't owned any Prada in my collection and I was hoping this could be the first bottle. But I took a look at the bottle and it was very simplistic, it was very minimalist. It didn't really stand out, and a few of the words that I would use to describe it are modest, humble. It wasn't so in your face, it didn't demand the center of attention. So I took it off the shelf, I sprayed a little bit on a test strip, brought it to my nose, and right away I was completely captivated by the scent. Not because it's anything grandiose or because it smelled unique or anything, which it didn't. And that's why it didn't earn too high of a mark in the uniqueness category. But what this fragrance really did was it evoked a sense of being clean. It smells very fresh. Some people have even categorized it as soapy, balmy. There's a little bit of white incense in there, so I would even be inclined to say it's smoky. Now, I wear this cologne very often, so I would call it my signature scent, but I don't really have a signature scent. But I wear this cologne so much because when I put this on, I smell clean without smelling like I'm trying to smell clean. So it just smells like I just got out of the shower because this smells like a bar of soap. Or at least that's what it smells like to me. That's actually been a reason why a few people that I've spoken to don't like this fragrance, because they've actually told me that it smells very soapy. But for me, if you smell like soap, you smell clean. So I can't possibly imagine how that could be a bad thing, but to each his own. This fragrance is one that I definitely would not recommend you blind buy. I mean, it is a very safe fragrance, but because some people have said they get dizzy from it, maybe the alcohol in the fragrance, there may be a note in there that really makes people not so inclined to favor this fragrance. In that case, just in case you feel like that may be you, definitely don't blind buy this. Go to any department store that carries Prada, be it Sephora or Macy's, and give this one a try, and I'm sure you'll like it. Because I do. As you can see, I'm on my second bottle of the juice, and I recently invested a little bit of money in the 3.4 ounce, so I'm happy to be carrying this bottle around with me anywhere I go. So you do have iris in the fragrance, and that's what gives it that clean smell. And then you also have a little bit of vetiver in the base, and a little cedar wood if I'm not mistaken, and maybe a few other woods in there, so that gives it a very sophisticated touch. Now, as far as rating for this fragrance goes, in the uniqueness category, I would have to give this one a 7 out of 10, just because there's nothing really too unique about it. It's a very simple fragrance, very clean, very fresh, doesn't demand too much attention, and I feel like the perfumee behind this, Daniela Roja Andrea, didn't really take too many creative risks, but it's an excellent fragrance nonetheless. But I gave this a mark of 7 out of 10. As far as longevity goes, on my skin, I put this on this morning. It's been about 5 hours. I could still smell it, but it loses that iris note, which is why I say it's definitely a head or a heart note, because it dissipates, and what you're left with is the vetiver in the woods, which gives it a very sophisticated touch, but it loses that characteristic of the fragrance and the composition of the fragrance itself that really sold me on it. So I would have to give this a 6 out of 10 for longevity. For projection, I would give this a 6 out of 10 as well, just because I get a scent cloud in the first few hours of application, but after that, it sits very close to the skin, so you really have to get close to somebody if you want to actually smell this on them. So for that reason, I gave this a 6 out of 10. Versatility, this is where it topped the charts. I would have to give this fragrance a 10 out of 10, just because there's never a bad occasion for you to smell clean. And because it smells like a bar of soap, you could wear this to a funeral, you could wear this to a party, to a club, to a best friend's house, in the comfort of your own home, on a casual night out. It doesn't matter what the occasion is, it doesn't matter what time of the year it is, it doesn't matter what the temperature is. You can wear this anywhere, anytime, you're going to get away with it. It's such an amazing fragrance. Presentation, I heard that this is supposed to be a modern representation of the antique decant bottles with the thick transparent glass, but it's very simple, but I think it suits the purpose. So I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10. Could have given it a lower mark, but I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. earning this fragrance an overall mark of 37 out of 50. So there you have it. This has been Prada's Infusion d'Homme. It's a male fragrance, well, marketed for men. I consider it very unisex, although there is a woman's version out there, Prada Infusion d'Iris. If you have not done so, comment, rate, subscribe. If you've smelled this fragrance yourself or if you own it, please feel free to tell me how long it lasts on your skin, what you think about it, where you would wear it, just any thoughts, takes that you have on this fragrance. Other than that, this has been Steven with another episode from Redolessence. Thank you for watching.